Letting number 8555, Laclede Avenue Decorative Lighting. We have 4 bids. Reinhardt Electric Inc., REINHOLD Electric Inc., $334,553. 334,553.00. Gerstner Electric Inc., GERTNER Electric Inc., $337,961. 337,961.00. TGB Inc., $348,330. 348,330.00. Meyer Electric Company Inc., MEYER Electric Company Inc., $323,812. 323,812.00. Letting number 8556, O'Fallon Park Football Field Lighting. We have a total base bid and an alternate bid that I'll be reading today. Gerstner Electric Inc., GERSTNER Electric Inc., $143,143,000.00. Alternate number 1, $155,938. 155,938.00. All Purpose Erectors Inc., ALLPURPOSE Erectors Inc., total base bid $106,525. 106,525.00. Alternate number 1, $133,350. 133,350.00. RJP Electric LLC. RJP Electric LLC. Total base bid, $81,325. 81325.00. Alternate number 1, $203,190. 203190.00. With the low bidder, please meet with Ms. Ben in the hallway. Thank you.
Who were the two low bid?
I didn't do the first one, I just did the first one. Low bid was RJP at $81,325.
Thank you. That's good.
But they had the highest alternate bid.
It's base bid.
Yeah, base bid was RJP's low.
Can you read the roll, please?
Director Scobie. Director Walterman. Director Best. Director Seedoff is excused. Director Rice Walker.
Here.
Director Gray is excused. President Bradley.
Here. We have a quorum. We'll call the meeting to order.
Forum last week.
Contract and bond for levy number 8553, Traffic Management Enhancements Phase 2. PSA number 1158, Professional Engineering Services for Electrical One Line Update and Arc Flash Study Services at Lambert St. Louis International Airport. Supplemental Agreement number 6 to PSA number 1062, Design of Concourses Architectural Renovations, Lambert St. Louis International Airport. Supplemental Agreement to Construction and Maintenance Agreement for Track at MP 9.64, Online Segment 14, Hannibal Subdivision. Memorandum of Agreement between Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, and the City of St. Louis, Missouri for sharing the next-gen airport surface detection equipment Model X ASDE-X surveillance data at Lambert St. Louis International Airport. Maintenance agreement between Metropolitan St. Louis Sewer District and City of St. Louis for the Lot E parking improvements at Lambert St. Louis International Airport. Maintenance agreement between Metropolitan St. Louis Sewer District and the City of St. Louis for issuance of a sewer permit by MSD for storm water management facilities for Forest Park, Upper Muni Parking Lot, Summit, and Macklin. Monitoring agreement, Muni Parking Lot between St. Louis Agency on Training and Employment, SLATE, and the City of St. Louis. Recommendation that the board declares as emergency action work for Shoto Park, Phase 3. Recommends approval. From the Director of Public Utilities, recommendation that the board accept as emergency action to rebuild backhoe 288415 be approved. From the Director of Public Utilities and Streets, joint recommendation that the following permits be approved subject to certain conditions as follows. Geodrill Inc. to encroach with 2 permanent 2-inch monitoring wells approximately 25 feet BGs with flush mount well protectors and concrete in at 4126 West Florissant in the alleyway between the gas station and 4562 Adelaide. Charter Communications start at pole at the rear of 2745 North Grand, board east 116 feet to customer premise at 2745 North Grand. Total right-of-way footage is 116 feet. Charter Communications start at power pole in the alley behind 4802 Potomac, board east across Murphy Avenue, approximately 45 feet to this point, turn and board north along Murray, 157 feet. will turn and bore east 51 feet onto private property and set a vault at the rear of 4545 Aletha. AT&T Missouri to place a new copper cable from area splice at the base of a pole, cut, restore small patch of alleyway pavement to bore cable 70 feet down alley to a customer provided handhold at 2612 Wyoming. AT&T to trench 596 feet in right-of-way of the alley at the rear of 1631 Sublet, south to 1717 Sublet. AT&T Missouri to access existing manhole at the intersection of Hall and East Grand from the manhole bore approximately 250 feet down across East Grand until customer premises at 169 East Grand. Southwestern Bell Telephone Company, doing business as AT&T, started existing AT&T manhole located in front of 4153 Pampin. From the manhole bore west down Pampin for 184 feet, and then turn and bore south across Pampin for 59 feet to the end of the right-of-way at the front of 4200 Pampin. A fiber optic cable will be placed. Southwestern Bell Telephone Company, doing business as AT&T, started existing AT&T handhold at the rear of 3125 South Jefferson. From the handhold bore 24 feet to the rear alley, and then turn and bore 437 feet south across Wyoming. We'll then turn and bore east across Wyoming for 136 feet to South Jefferson, etc. Union Electric Company, doing business as Ameren, Missouri, recommends that permit to set new pole, 1 in the alley between the existing pole and 2 on sidewalk on the north side of Shenandoah between at east of Nebraska be denied by reason of the fact that new wires must be placed underground. The applicant will need to reapply with revised drawings. From the Director of Public Utilities and Public Safety, joint recommendation that the following permits be approved subject to certain conditions as follows. Reliance Bank to consolidate land at 4301 through 03 Manchester. Gerhardt Lofts LLC to consolidate land at 3900 through 12 Laclede in City Block 3919 West. Dominic Sodi to subdivide land at 4361 through 63 Gibson in City Block 5114C. Recommendation that permit for Glenn Stalling and Catherine Sampson for a boundary adjustment at 1722 and 1724 Preston Place in City Block 1331 North be denied. Violation of zoning code.
Have one shot
Zoning.
where it really shows.
From the Director of Streets.
You can kind of see it on this one.
Renewal and lease agreement between the City of St. Louis and ACL Transportation Services LLC for 1,586 linear feet of mooring privileges and 161,680 square feet of city-owned land on the unimproved wharf. Recommends approval. Landis and Gear to install stoplights at various locations and an aluminum encasement containing components that receive data from utility meters via radio frequency. Recommends approval subject to certain conditions. All Saints Episcopal Church to encroach with banners on 2 light poles located on the north and south side of Kings Highway, approximately 12 feet from the corner of Terry, inside the decorative grass mediums. John and Janice Edwards to reopen stairwell and install a steel vault door as cover at 2101 Arsenal. Recommends approval subject to certain conditions. From the Director of Public Safety, recommendation that the following be approved as festival zones as follows. Macklin Days, September 27, 2014, at Macklin between Devonshire and Nottingham. Light the Night, September 27, 2014, in Forest Park Central Field. Lynn Fest, October 4, 2014, at Lindenwood Park, surrounding area, and Pernard, from Jameson to Panther.
Up there that's real famous.
DORCA Oktoberfest, October 5th, 2014, at North Riverfront Park, east and south of the lake, next to North Parking Lot. Columbus Day Festival, October 12th, 2014, at Borough Park and Parade Route. Botanical and Macklin, north on Macklin, right on Bischoff, left on McConey, then McConey to Shaw, and left on Shaw, then left to Lilly until Borough Park. Recommends approval. Now we have the conditional uses.
Good afternoon, Mr. President, members of the board. I'm Bob Gordy, zoning plan examiner for the city, and I'm representing the building commissioner. Per board order 766, transmitted herewith are recommendations for the following conditional use agenda applications. Approval with conditions is recommended for 6 applications: 5920 Maple, 4243 Olive, 3923 Miami, 6414 Hampton, 3609 Merrimack, and 6600 Chippewa. I request that these recommendations be approved as submitted.
Are there any questions from the board on conditional uses? Seeing none, I'll take a motion, please.
Move to approve as presented.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded for approval. Can you read the roll, please?
Director Scobie.
Aye.
Director Watchman.
Aye.
Director Best.
Aye.
Director Seedoff is excused. Director Rice Walker.
Aye.
Director Gray is excused. President Bradley.
Aye. Approved. Motion to accept the agenda, please.
So moved.
Second.
Previous rule.
Been motioned and seconded to approve the agenda. Call for the previous roll. Is there any objection to use the previous roll? Seeing none. Approved. Motion to adjourn, please.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Meeting adjourned.